Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've decided to bring back Tarot Tuesdays. These are general readings to add some earlier in the week insights and messages to go along with my Thursday Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show. That's at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can call in for free mini angel readings, and also adding to my weekend video, which is Walk In Angel Ariel's Wisdom. So if you're interested in receiving a personal reading, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. All of the information, my contact information, is in the description box down below, along with my PayPal account, if you would like to donate for my free content. So let's start off here on Tarot Tuesdays by acknowledging our help in spirit. I'll be acknowledging my angelic family, and we are known as the Posse of Angels. When I say we, this means I, Angel Ariel, who is in Claire Candy's body, through my walk-in experience, which I had on January 11th of 2003. And you can acknowledge your angels, your spirit guides, and your loving ancestors who are around you. So we're going to take a moment to pause and just bring ourselves to the present moment. Just feel yourself in this present moment and take a deep breath in and slowly breathe that out. Take another deep breath in and slowly breathe that out. And just feel yourself present enough to connect with the messages that are going to be brought forth today. We're starting off today with a favorite deck of mine, which I haven't used for a long time. It's called the Fairy Oracle, and it's by Brian Froud. And we're going to use this to bring in the energies of the elemental realm. And our first card that is coming out is the Death card. And what a card of confirmation this one is, because we just had the solar new moon eclipse on October the 14th, and that completely severed us from our old lives so that we may be completely unattached to be able to receive the next part of our journey, which is coming in. We no longer can be attached and have one foot in the old world and tell the universe that we want our new path to magically manifest. We have to be completely severed from that, and that's why the Death card has come out first. Because if we have a foot in the old world and we're still clinging on to past relationships that no longer serve us, past jobs, past locations, anything, the two energies of what we're wishing for and what we're hanging on to will become too disparate and too different to be able to be in alignment with the energies of light, ease, and grace, which are found in the higher dimensional levels. So it's very appropriate, especially with that solar new moon eclipse in Libra that we just had, to sever us from our former lives. And as I mentioned before, I believe it was my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, that we have completed 100 years of a karmic cycle, which has completely wiped the slate clean of any karmic debt that we had. So we are really starting with a brand new clean slate. Second card coming out after death is the Pook, P-O-O-K, and it's number 60, which is a number 6 card. This is the perfect card to arrive after death, because the Pook brings in a resolution of some sort of inconsistency that we are experiencing in our lives. Now, it's really important to take note that all inconsistencies in our lives are all caused and self-created, and they never manifest because of anything outside of ourselves, because the universe, unlimited potential, is inside all of us. The book is actually challenging us, and he's saying, wake up, to stop projecting our confusions on reality. Stop replaying things. For instance, one may ask for money and abundance, and they might say countless affirmations. We might visualize our dreams of money pouring in. Yet, if our emotional energies belie this by focusing and feeling lack and scarcity rather than gratitude for exactly where we are and for our blessings, the doors of wealth in all forms will be shut tight for us. Now, he's saying that this is a complete paradox. And Pook is saying that sometimes we choose for our funds to dry up so that we have time to rethink what really constitutes wealth in our lives. Wealth of supportive friends and family, wealth of love, wealth of health. Just think about that. There might be somebody who suffers from chronic illness, and they would love to have a wealth of health. What really constitutes a rich life for us? Once we have seen the truth of a situation that we, and we alone, have co-created with Spirit, then the contradictions can then melt away. And do remember, the posse of angels is sharing with us that some of our best lessons we learn have to come in hardship and adversity and contrast so that we will really learn the lesson. The good news is that Pook is here today to say to many that these paradoxes are being stripped away because, having gone through that portal or that solar new moon eclipse energies, many have learned from the self-manifested contrast in their life, and they don't have to replay it again. And with it being a 6 is the number of balance and harmony and a secure foundation after the rocky road and the change and the challenges of the number 5. So thank you, Pook, for coming in. Now, the intense ring of fire, the firelight solar eclipse brought with it amazing energies, but it helped to melt away any so-called obstacles that we created for ourselves to learn important lessons, for us to then experience the next path opening up for us. Hence, the next card, which is number 15, also a number 6 card, and this is the card of the journeyman. It's very much the same energies of the childlike, intrepid traveler in the Fool card in Tarot, because the journeyman, he has a sense of lightness about him in his step, and he's carrying the lessons he's learned and all of the tools of his experiences to begin a new journey. Now, the journeyman is saying to us, oh boy, if you come to your new journey like a child and allow yourself to be led by Spirit, the right people will magically appear at the right time. It'll be divinely orchestrated for you. Just like the support of this other elemental that is giving him a leg up. Actually, he's giving him a head up as he's stepping on him to support him on his journey. Some of the words that go along with the journeyman card are adventure, independence, travel, and polishing our skills to present to the world on the next part of our journey. He has a bit of a wry smile, a knowing smile, because he has been where you are. And he's saying, the journeyman assures us that what you're asking for is all at the end of truth and faith. A trust in the process detached from your destination. Now, having learned so much about ourselves from our former cycle of life, that karmic circle, we need to strike out in the world to share our gifts of experience with others. This is going to open up so many different avenues for you. He is saying to allow ourselves to learn, to open up, to be teachable, for this new path may be in a whole different area to showcase your gifts and your talents. Now, being open to learn, we then create a progression for new connections and new people, new experience to flood in, to help us move forward on this magical journey that we call a human incarnation. Oh, he does have one last bit of wisdom. The journeyman wants us to know that if we take one step, only one small step towards what creatively and passionately excites us, then our fairy godmother, who is always near us in spirit, she's always around you, can wave her magic wand and bring in and show us the next step along our path. But it is we that have to initiate something along the path, maybe create something new, like I'm recreating Tarot Tuesdays. If it excites you, if you're passionate about it, and the feeling of abundance is within you doing it, you do that, and then this will ignite a new spark for something new to come in. I love those cards. Those are wonderful cards. Thank you. Thank you, Brian Froud, for creating those lovely cards. We are going now to another deck that I've not used in a long time, which is my Lenormand deck. And this is a 3-card story. And the first is giving us even greater clarity to go along with those fairy cards. The first card, look at this. The first card is very much like what we experienced in our death card in the Brian Froud's card, because this is an 8 card, a number 8. When we put the 8 on its side, it's the infinity symbol, the symbol of death or crossing over and rebirth. It's the cycle of life. And with this card coming in, go that way, it's saying that we have been through a transformative metamorphosis of initiation, and it's brought an ending to our life. Yes, it brought in a karmic an end to those karmic cycles that we were in. One could actually say that it's a final reckoning for us to step into our life's purpose. In this card, we see the Egyptian god Anubis, and his job was to weigh the heart to ascertain the worthiness of a person entering into the afterlife. You know, everyone, in many respects, the collective here on planet Earth have gone through an initiation to have the dark dispelled, and we've been rebirthed into the afterlife of a whole different new earth, one in which we open our hearts to the creation of a new world of light. Now, this is a great indication of the ending of the life as we knew it, in order for our new lives to come in and for us to be reborn to them. So that was that card. The second card is a 19, is a number 1, and it is the Tower. But it's a very different, its meaning is very different from the traditional Tower card in Tarot, because the Tower card in Lenormand actually indicates protection, and security. And we get this through groups, organizations, communities. We get this through our soul tribes that are most like us in energetic signatures. And they will provide a secure home now for us to thrive in. These groups and organizations have a lot of power and authority behind them, but they help us, support, and encourage us to realize our dreams, and often they entail legal dealings, contracts, and agreements that will be signed. So open your heart, because these soul contracts are coming in for us to connect with and collaborate with. Look at the light that is coming from behind. I love that. Next card in this 3-card story is what happens after we went through this initiation, this day of reckoning in which we crossed over from one cycle into this, into the powerful energies of the solar new moon eclipse. Where we find ourselves now is, once we connect with those soul tribes of ours, then we will set sail on a new journey. Look, the ship comes in. It's the number 3. It's the number of creation and miracles. And we set sail on a new journey like the journeyman card. Whether this is going for a holiday for pleasure, or traveling long distance for work or career interviews, it will be a wonderful experience. Feeling like we now have the wind at our back, with the security of like-minded, loving soul tribe crew, we venture forth to explore new horizons, and we are assured of smooth sailing and a very favorable trip. And I just noticed something, that the number 3, when we put the number 8 on the side, it's the number of the infinity symbol. There we are. Let me just, there we go. The infinity symbol when 8 is on its side. And then the 3 is like we chopped off the top. We just chopped off the top. And then it becomes that symbol. Setting sail. So I love those cards that came out, especially after we have been through that trying time of September, when many of us were releasing childhood traumas, coming to terms with and healing from those deeply held emotional traumas that were really, really so profoundly in our cellular memory. And they had to come to the surface for us to deal with, to finally close out that karmic cycle, which many in the collective have done. So we're going to go to some tarot cards here to finish off. So this segment doesn't go too long. Tarot Tuesdays are a little bit shorter than the weekend walk-in Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom. So the first card that's coming out for us, and yes, I'm using my Angel Healing House tarot deck. And the first card coming out for us is the Page of Pentacles. Now look at that card. This page is opening the book, and enlightenment. Light is coming out. It's something that is surprising to him, something which he may have expected, but maybe it comes in an enlightening, unexpected way. And then, of course, we have the dwarf behind the tree. Something unexpected here. And with it being pentacles, yes, it could be money. It could be offers. It could be opportunities. Somebody likes the way you do your YouTube videos. They like your podcasts. They like your paintings. They love your books that you wrote, or all of these things, and they want to They value them, they consider them, and they want to support them in financial ways. And it's going to be very grounded, and a lot of material things may come in as a result of that. But this is a time, especially between the new moon solar eclipse, which was on October the 14th, and then we have a lunar full moon eclipse in Taurus. And if there's one thing that both Libra and Taurus have in common, is they're both ruled by Venus, and Venus rules our finances. So a lot of enlightenment will come around there. And they're drawing my attention to the opening there in the trees of the light streaming in to this darkened wood. Next card, that is the clarifier for the Page of Pentacles, is the Ace of Wands. This is the new beginning, and on this card it shows a beautiful rose in bloom for our careers, our ideas, our visions, and the people coming in to offer us the message and the new beginning that of those supporting our creative ideas and those offers coming in that will bring that financial abundance, all kinds of abundance into our lives. There we go. Next card after the Page of Pentacles was this card. And this is the Two of Cups. Now, with the Two of Cups, it was clarified then by this card, which was the Magician. Let's see if I can hold this up there. There you go. Now, the Two of Cups is a card of partnerships. It's the card of coming together in diplomacy and harmony. 2 is the number of balance as well. And look at in my Two of Cups card, there's a ship at the back. And the ship at the back is another confirmation of traveling. We could be physically traveling somewhere for those offers or opportunities, or we could be traveling through communication, through Zoom or WhatsApp or FaceTime or all those other things to speak to somebody about a partnership. And yes, it can be romantic. It could be in love. But the posse of angels are whispering in my ear that many of us in the collective are going to be bringing in business offers, business opportunities, jobs, or to do with our careers. And certainly the Ace of Wands is all about careers and jobs and business opportunities. Now, the Magician is a 1 card. It's a card of new beginnings, but they're also saying that these new partnerships here are going to be coming in synchronistic, serendipitous, magical, and miraculous ways. Now, that's the title that I've given to my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, and the blessings coming in. Now, this lady, she looks like she has a home in a top hat. She's got the goose. The goose for the Magician always reminds me of the goose that laid the golden eggs. But the magic around these new connections coming in are going to be some are going to be so bizarre the way they're going to come in and so miraculous. Now, a lot of these connections and partnerships will be, of course, with our soul tribe, but there'll be people that they could be people from the past in this incarnation that we haven't seen for a long time, and maybe they've gone through their own spiritual transformation, and then we will come together in a new kind of energy, because haven't we all changed so much in the last couple of years, or 10 years, or 20 years? The posse of angels is saying that these partnerships could actually be from former incarnations. And when we come together, the energies are going to be so familiar and so comfortable. It's like not speaking to a really good friend for a very long time, and then connecting with them once again in joyous, heartfelt connection. So I love that this energy came in after the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. And the last card that's coming out for us, well, some people say that this is the Soul Tribe family card in my Angel Healing House deck, because the Ten of Cups is the highest emotional fulfillment that there is when we are offered these new positions to set our feet on the path to helping to create a planet of light, those messages of abundance coming in for us after we have those, connections of those partnerships that come in those magical ways. This is the emotional fulfillment that we will feel. And there were two cards that came out to clarify the Ten of Cups, the ultimate emotional fulfillment card. And one of those was the Eight of Swords. Now this card in this deck shows that there's an angel in a cage. The door is open, but the angel, with its free will, is choosing to look down and not look up at the light that is shining on this opening. Remember, at this time, you may be offered something, and it's your free will to turn it down. It is. But what you're going to be offered now is for your soul's highest purpose on the planet. And the posse of angels, my angelic family, and I are saying, if you have the faith of a mustard seed and you step forward and you say yes to this, then the fulfillment of all your wishes and the rewards you have prayed for will come in. And of course, what clarifies the Ten of Cups is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is that card of nostalgia. It's the card of sentimentality, of people from the past coming back once again to help us. Now, could be from this past incarnation, or it could be from our previous incarnations. So wonderful cards post solar new moon eclipse to help us along the way with the death and all those contraindications that we had to deal with as we were going through those karmic cycles. Many of us might have been even holding ourselves back as a karmic debt to somebody. Maybe we took an oath or a vow that we would not allow ourselves to succeed and get ahead of somebody else because it would hurt their feelings. And we held ourselves back and we dimmed our lights. But all of that karmic debt has now been dissolved, severed, and the slate has been wiped clean now. So it's just now about following your bliss, keeping your vibrational frequency high. And when you are offered something new along your path, feel into it. And if you are inspired and it excites you, that is the only thing that you need to step forward in faith and trust, because on the other side of that are miracles like you could never imagine. I hope all that's been helpful for you. Do remember that if you want a personal reading, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. While you're there, you can also look up my #1 Amazon International best-selling books. And I would say go out and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love, and as always here at Angel Healing House, love and angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.